Let's talk about how you can reinvent yourself. Now, this is definitely something you can't just do overnight. It is a process of tiny little steps you're going to make to become that new person that you want to become. Decide that you need to make a change. You want something to be different. You just know that things need to be in a different way. Life needs to be different. You might not be sure exactly what it is right now. It's part one of our reinventing and transforming ourselves to become the best version of who we are, that we can step into our full potential to create the career and business, to live an absolute thriving life by design. Or you know there's something in you that you can be so much more, and you don't quite have your finger on it yet, but it's almost like you're working closer and closer to it, and ideas are coming through to you, and you're meeting people or being in certain places where you're almost getting like epiphanies, you're getting ideas, or you're having deja vus. Something is sort of coming to you, and you're sitting down one day after months, you're saying to yourself that I'm ready to change. That's the first thing. You need to be ready to change. Listen to all those emotions that you've been feeling and been thinking about. You could even have been depressed, thinking, I'm so unhappy. What is it? Now, to be depressed and unhappy, your body is trying to tell you something. Your soul is speaking to you, because we are physical as well as spiritual. The two are trying to realign and connect to tell you something, that something is out of alignment, and you need to. Let's start with something that I feel we can all start with to get the ball rolling. This is the moment where I know that you love what I'm doing, and I share with you by pressing that like button and share. And don't forget, please press the subscribe button. And most important, please leave some comments down below. I love to come back to you and engage with you. Become that new you. Let's have a look at your wardrobe. Let's decide on your new look. I suggest go through your wardrobe and completely start to declutter. The garments, the clothing you're not wearing, haven't been wearing in a year and longer. Be honest with yourself. You're not that same person anymore. The clothes don't talk to you anymore. You have this new look, this new life that you want to create. Perhaps you are looking at starting a business. You've already started your business and you want to be taken more serious. You want to go into this new world of this new person as an entrepreneur, as an individual of who you really are. And you want to play the role through the way that you dress. Go through the wardrobe and declutter. Have a look at garments you absolutely love wearing and put them aside. Repack your wardrobe with all the garments that you do wear. And look at the colors that you love. Start pulling out more of the colors that you love to wear. Make up some notes so you can go shopping of adding in those colors that you know look absolutely amazing on you and suit you as well as your personality. You would need to make some notes of what the look is that you are trying to portray for this new you, bringing into this new life, the new career, the business that you are busy building. Image is the first thing people see. Image is so powerful. Just by reinventing your look is already a complete energy shift for you. You will feel the difference. You'll feel more confident. You'll feel that you're this different person. Maybe initially you'll kind of feel slightly uncomfortable. It's like you feel like someone else in someone else's clothes kind of thing. But you will get used to it. Eventually become part of your new look, and people will get used to you dressing that certain way. So perhaps look at your hair color, your hairstyle, your haircut. Does it need a change? Does it need a new look? Go and speak to a hairdresser and ask them, according to your skin tone, the shape of your face, what is the best hairstyle for you? Take that time and invest in yourself grooming to look the best that you possibly can. Have a look at how you look after your skin. Now, looking after your skin is not just the cleansing routine of looking after your skin. It's about looking at changing your wellness mindset. We're going to step into wellness. If you want to become this new person, we are now starting on the outside about the way that you're dressing, but now we're going to look at your wellness. Your wellness starts off with, what are you eating? If here is just one tip I can give you to change the way that you've been eating, if it's been unhealthy, or you want more energy, you want your skin to glow, then I suggest the first meal that you eat in the day must be the most nutritional meal that you can think of putting together. In other words, that meal needs to have lots of nutritional substance. For example, something like a smoothie or a shake. When I say a smoothie, I'm talking about something that you've mixed with fruit, and maybe a plain yogurt with no sugar in, maybe some nuts or some seeds that you can combine with it, maybe a collagen powder, maybe a protein powder. What kind of protein powders will work best with you? Maybe a vegan plant-based or a whey protein. Take your time to see which protein works with your body the best and start to incorporate that into your daily lifestyle, that your first meal must absolutely count. That will really make the difference to your skin. It will give you more energy. And when the body is healthy, everything shifts. The way you think shifts. The way you do things, the more energy you got to do things, the more things you want to take on. That already is another change, reinventing you by making that shift by eating healthier. The next tool I can share with you, to start listening to what those thoughts are that are processing through your mind all day. What are you thinking about 80% of the time? What questions are filtering in and out through your brain waves? Are they happy or are they negative? Are they self-doubt? Are they pulling you down? What are they? I want you to take a moment and think about what it is you are saying to yourself in your mind. And as you become aware of some negative thought or the way that you've said something to yourself and about yourself that's kind of harsh in a negative way, stop and change it. Instead of saying, I'm such an arsehole, I should have done it this way. Instead of saying, you know what, maybe in future I should try it in a different way. What would be the best way for me to handle this in future? Instead of continuing following the same habits over and over again. And that's already a shift. Your approach of how you thought about that question and about yourself. Because your mind believes whatever you're saying to it. So if you're saying to your mind, you're an arsehole, your mind is believing you. So stop calling yourself an arsehole and make those shifts and changes about how you are thinking about yourself and how you speak to yourself, because you're friggin' amazing. I'll share with you part of my transformation and reinventing myself from the age of 19. So at 19, I just finished designing college and I had my first job as a junior designer in a clothing company. So I was earning a junior salary. So I sat down and said, okay, I need to plan where I'm going forward in my life. I got out my book and I started journaling. So I wrote down all the things I would like to do and achieve in my life. So I drew up this list from 1 to 100. And I knew that I wanted to change my life circumstances where I was at that particular time in my life. So I knew if I wanted to make these changes, I would have to start somewhere. And I did. I decided that is it. I'm a junior designer. What can I do right now? So I decided that I'm going to take on as many courses as possible in the areas of your interest. Read books that absolutely find that you connect with. I knew my type of personality was that I was a sponge for knowledge and for information that's giving you more opportunities and more understanding of what it is that you absolutely love doing, and without realizing that you're also becoming a master in what you are doing, because you're obtaining and gaining so much knowledge and also insight. You can follow this path of purpose and to use your potential. So how do we tap into all that? The first thing would be is to write down everything that you feel that you want to do, everything you would like to achieve. Don't think about it being impossible. Don't think about whether it's going to cost too much money or how long it's going to take. Pretend everything is unlimited. Just have absolute fun. Brainstorm with all the ideas of the things that you want to do. At the age of 19, I did exactly that. I drew up my list of all the things I want to do. And I knew I wanted to change my life. I wanted to change my circumstances, and I want to make a difference. I want to empower other women. I want to be an inspiration, as well as I want to be able to inspire myself, trust myself, and believe in myself. And I was so determined. I had a lot of confidence in myself, and I'm very grateful that that is one of my strengths and one of my characteristic traits of just being absolutely confident, and I believe in myself and I take action. But becoming your own boss, no one prepares you for it. It's something that you have to learn along the line as you are actually progressing and growing into your business. So I knew my side hustle was my own business, even though I was still working on a full-time basis in a designing company. A lot of my clients were a lot older than me. So I had to feel confident without feeling intimidated that these women that were 10, 20, 30 years older than me, when they came to see me for a consultation, that I would need to be able to convince them, invest their time and money with me, that I would make them this beautiful wardrobe of clothes that absolutely suited them. Quite a serious job on my hands, and being 19 and 20 years old, I had to dress the part. I had to dress like a designer, to value myself, to actually charge that high price. Even though I knew I'd probably never have done that particular design yet, but I knew I would stay awake all night and figure it out, how to make that pattern and how to get that design right, because I was going to do it. I saw it as a challenge, because I was determined to change. So transformation starts from yourself. It's about your communication with the world, communication with yourself. Draw up that list of what courses that you can actually do to enhance yourself, to take that self-doubt of uncertainty and not knowing enough into absolute self-belief, self-worthiness, and self-confidence, because you've stepped into more knowledge, becoming a better and better version of yourself. I will share with you a few of the courses that I actually went and studied. One was to become a writer. The other one was to learn how to do public speaking, and that I'm working on all the time. I want to be better and better at public speaking, because I have a form of dyslexia. So I tend to pronounce words very strangely. My brain and the sounds come out totally different, because the brain says that this word sounds like that, and then it comes out totally weird. And I'm totally aware of the fact that I'm dyslexic, but I do a lot of public speaking, and I won't let it hold me back. I'll work more on myself to improve it. And I will laugh at myself every now and again when I say something absolutely strange. I did image consultancy to understand body shapes and styles and colors and face shapes, what different hairstyles would suit my clientele. So I'd add my designing and my consultation, create workshops and speak to my clients and create fun days to show them that I'm an expert in what I'm doing, and I'm helping them to transform them, to give them confidence through their style. Through this entire process, I had a lot of emotional hang-ups. I had a lot of emotional issues myself, maybe a little bit of anger through things I went through. I invested in having a business life coach. I went to many sessions with my business life coach, and she kept me totally accountable. So whatever I had portrayed and I had visualized and put out to myself that I was going to turn into a reality from an idea that I had, which she kept me very accountable, as well as myself, because I tend to be very hard on myself. So I made sure I would manifest and actually bring that into reality. I realized that I loved the coaching sessions so much that I enrolled and I became an NLP transformational coach as well. So all those things that I have learned through the years and transformed, I am now coming to a new point in my life where I have now just reinvented myself from being the fashion designer into selling fashion products, fashion designing sewing patterns and sewing courses on different platforms, into transforming and helping other entrepreneurs to reinvent themselves, to find clarity in what it is they want to do and how to put it together and to use their potential and just to create and design the life that they love. So even I am transforming, even the next step in my life, with absolute excitement and things that I had to let go of because I wanted something more and something bigger. So I hope you completely identify with this and you're ready for your journey of transformation, because life is absolutely amazing and we're growing and evolving all the time. So you have to kind of keep up, but sometimes we need to just take some time to meditate and reflect where we are right now and reconnect with our soul and our physical side as well. I absolutely love you and I want you to be the absolute best that you can be. I will leave the link down below of my outfit. This is one of my patterns from my collections that you could sew for yourself to create your own wardrobe, creating this new look, or get someone to make it up for you in your own colors and your own fabrics and prints and designs that can complement and suit your wardrobe.